Hi everyone, and welcome to the Crypto Advantage. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, and I'm going to share my reasons with you why I think you should get out of Bitcoin. Please note I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice. I'm just an enthusiast in this space, just expressing my opinions, just learning together with you what's new, what's happening, and about all of the different dynamics in this space that we are in. So, Bitcoin is a very, very political tool. Actually, the whole financial industry is very much embroiled in politics. There is a economic war that is going on, and today, hopefully, I'm going to be able to show you how this actually pans out and who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, and where you should basically position your money for it to be safe. Also, I look from a lot of different angles at things, not only in the physical, but also I listen to people that is also very spiritual and also like dreams and visions and guidances that they get. And this is also part of the reason why I'm making this video today, because there has been some confirmations as to a crash that is coming. So hopefully I can show you some of that. But yes, there is a huge war on the world, the people of the world, and the economics, and taking control of the economic environment. So a while ago, Brad Garlinghouse had this interview with Anthony Pompliano, and it was about Bitcoin and if Bitcoin could be hacked. I just quickly want us to just quickly listen to a quick bit of this.
On a second. So there's a difference though between could they exert influence over miners that are a minority part of the network, right? Versus,
Well, they're not a minority.
Of course they are. There's nobody who's got 50+% control.
4 miners in China have well over 50% control.
But that's 200%.
No, sorry. The combination of 4 miners have over 50% control.
Yeah, well, no, they've got over 50% of the mining hash power, but they don't have control of Bitcoin, right? It's not like the Chinese Communist Party can change anything or do anything. There are miners,
well,
of course.
If you control a majority of the hash power, the miners are the masters. If you control a majority of the hash power, we have seen 51% attacks on other blockchains. If the Chinese Communist Party, if what you're saying is you don't think the Chinese Communist Party could go to those 4 miners and say, hey, you need to do X, Y, and Z. I'll ask you, is that the position that you're?
I'm trying to understand what your argument is in terms of you're saying that the Chinese Communist Party has the ability to essentially 51% attack the Bitcoin network.
One, for sure they do.
Oh, I disagree with that for sure. Well, all right, hold on. Wait, time out. Put a pin. Hold on, pause.
So, Chinese Communist Party, right? So, definitely opposites to the Western world and the way of thinking in the Western mindset. They are all about control. They are all about taking power. They would love to take power away from the West. So if they can use this as a tool, they will definitely do that. Then let's just quickly listen to Dan Pena. Excuse the language, but I just want to show you something. Yeah.
And as I said, you know who's behind Bitcoin? Putin. It's a Ruski conspiracy to fuck up the American economy and the world. It's a long-range plan he started 7, 8 years ago. He's going to see the demise of the Western financial world while he's still the head of Russia. He's going to be there long enough. And he's already hacked into the brains of all the morons. You. YouTubers.
So, can you see that if they can pull in, and also remember Russia is communist, and they also want to have control of the West. The war on the West is not over by a long shot. It's been more subtle maybe since the Cold War and all of that, but it's definitely there. If they can use a tool to bring down the economy of the West, they will surely do it. So if they can lure um, the Western investors into Bitcoin and crash it, can you imagine the what it will do to the finances of big corporation, the small guys, and a small guy that ordinary investor investing his little bit in that, and that just come crashing down. He investing in Bitcoin at $50,000 a coin and crashing that down. Oh my word. No, that'll be disastrous. So, and it sounds like a plan, you know? If Russia and China can work together, China's got the miners, and both of them are communist. Both of them are communist, and they would love to see the West fall. So then, just from a market crash perspective, let's just quickly listen to this one.
The cyclical bull market for equities is over, and the economic recovery has run its course, and we're about to get hit hard with a 40% correction in stocks in April. My guest today is the best-selling author of various books, including his latest, Zero Hour. He is the founder of HS Dent. Please welcome to the show Harry Dent of harrydent.com. Harry, always good to be with you.
Yeah, nice to be back, Daniela.
Yeah, nice to see you, although you're not bringing a lot of good news here. 40% correction in stocks coming in April. Let's talk about your latest forecast.
Yeah, so Harry Dent is not stupid. They can see what's coming. So this is uh, the Standard and Poor 500 on the daily chart. Just have a look at this. Just see how it has just risen, never taken a big correction. Just look at the weekly chart. Also risen, boom, yeah, correction on 30th of March 2020, but after that didn't come back. So the market must come back. That market must at least come back to here, to these levels, to these levels, to these levels. At least a correction that will have to happen into these levels, especially here. So you see there's a common area there. It needs to pull back at least to that if it's going to continue on the bull run. But a lot of the spiritual people that I've been listening to have also said that they have seen that this crash is coming, and it will be a flash crash, and also it will affect Bitcoin immensely. Um, and that is also why the reason why I want to show you both sides of the coin. On the other hand, we have Ripple, XRP, and their connections. As you can see, they are very much connected with the IMF, with Christine Lagarde, the BIS, and these banking systems. Completely opposite thinking as to China and control. They're for the open market, free market, and so on. And definitely in there. Also, let's have a look at this. Showdown for XRP, the BIS exec calls cross-border payments top priority, and that's Ripple. So all of these systems everything's pointing to XRP. The BIS describes the P correspondent banking. There's Ripple's logo. BIS, XRP, Ripple, all tied in together. Let's have a look and see what Christine Lagarde thinks of Bitcoin. Here's an article from Reuters on the 13th of January 2021. ECB's Lagarde calls for regulating Bitcoin's funny business. Okay, so not a happy camper there on Bitcoin. Another article, February 10th. ECB President Christine Lagarde says very unlikely that central banks will hold Bitcoin in the near future. Not good for the China guys, the communist guys, who's got all their eyes on the Bitcoin. Again, Christine Lagarde, 13 January 20, Lagarde blasts Bitcoin role in facilitating money laundering. Well, money, US dollars, and all sorts of things have been used in money laundering, so it's not just Bitcoin. But yeah, no, she's just highlighting this out of here, yeah, and also just this article. ECB President Christine Lagarde says that it's out of the question that central banks would hold Bitcoin. So you see, they are very anti-Bitcoin and they are very pro uh, Ripple slash XRP. So the question is now, if you know that a crash is coming and Bitcoin is going to take a dive, and also the motives behind what they want to do with Bitcoin, what would you do? What would you do? If I were you, and especially if I have a large investment in Bitcoin, I will move all of that into XRP. From what the spiritual people also have said, is they have seen that the crash comes, but it will be quick and it will bounce back. So I think a lot of the whales will come in, massive sell-off. It from what they've seen is it will happen so fast that you wouldn't be able to even get into the market. So it'll just be like a flash crash. But then XRP will bounce back and bounce back up. The one lady that I listened to this morning, she's a Christian, and she said that she believes God showed her that it will bounce up, and it will actually, that XRP will actually come to about $3, and we know from previously that it actually jumped up to its all-time high to of about $3.40. Now, remember, XRP has got a use case, massive use case. The IMF, the BIS, all of those guys, they are heavily invested in Ripple's technologies and the functionality of XRP. On the other hand, you have this crowd that wants to make economic war on the West. They've got tools. They will be able to do a 51% attack on the network. They'll be able to crash it. So they've got some ulterior moves and motives that that I don't think that's going to benefit the ordinary man in the street. So my question to you is, where are you going to put your money? Where are you going to invest yourself so that you can be safe? And these are the questions that you need to ask yourself. These are the things that you need to go and sit and say, how do I prepare for what is coming? Because we've seen from Harry Dent, um, his prediction about a 40% market crash. There's all other analysts that has also been talking about that, but you need to do your own homework so that you can see what you need to do to be able to come whole out of this. So if I were you, And this is just my suggestion from my side. And this, as I say, especially if you're heavily invested in Bitcoin, is to move that into XRP. That is definitely going to be at the moment, one of your safest bets that you'll be able to do. But you need to do your own research. You need to make your own decisions. All I'm doing today is just presenting evidence to you as to what is going on in the world and just trying to give you a bit of perspective as to what is happening in the world, and that we are actually in an economic war, and there's people that want to take charge of world economies for their own good, and the one crowd, has better motives basically than the other crowd. But that's just me. I really hope that you have found this information helpful. Please do your own research, and I would love to hear back from you. Uh, Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of the things that we've discussed today. Well, from the Crypto Advantage, that's all from me from now. I'm out. Bye bye.